What's going on, world? I just want to thank you guys for going ahead and donating your most valuable currency to me, which is your time today, to go ahead and listen to this opportunity with an open mind and really taking a chance to listen about something that can really change your life if you let it, right? Like, what are some of the biggest challenges that we face, right? The biggest challenges that we face for most people is we don't have enough time or we don't have enough money, right? We're constantly fighting for these things or trying to figure out how we can balance these two things in our life, right? Like, do you ever feel like you were meant to more like that basic 9 to 5 that you've been working? Like, that's not the way. That's not the end all be all, right? Like, your journey doesn't stop there. That the buck don't stop there. Like, 85% of us wake up every single Monday and we dread going to work, right? The weekend passes, it's, oh my God, I can't believe I gotta go to work. I can't wait to get out of here, right? We're already looking forward to getting out of work before we even got there, right? Or we're posting TGIF, thank God it's Friday. We're all happy it's the weekend. We get a break. Like, why do you think that we feel that way, right? Why do you think we feel that way? Why are we not fulfilled at work, right? We're lacking confidence, that self-worth, that happiness, and our health and our finances suffer because of those things, right? Like, maybe you don't like your coworkers. Maybe your boss doesn't care about you, so it makes you guys feel like you guys shouldn't care, right? It's like a constant cycle over and over and over again, constantly stuck in that 9 to 5 rat trap, right? So it's just about being able to realize that there's more to life than that 9 to 5, right? Like, what if I told you that there was another way? What if I told you that there was a way that you could take full control of your life, but it all starts with you, right? And it's something that you really gotta want, right? Something that you really, really gotta want. So, recently I read this book by one of my mentors, Robert Kiyosaki. He created this 4-way cash flow quadrant, right? 4 ways that all the money in the whole entire world is divvied up, right? So 60% of people are working for somebody, right? So understand that 60% of people are working for somebody. 35% of people are working for themselves. They're taking that first step and getting into that other side of the quadrant, right? Starting up that business, putting in the work to get to where they want to go, right? To get to that other side of the quadrant. So 95% of the world's entire cash flow is made up by people that are working for someone who created the business and someone in the process of starting the business, right? Do you guys want to know what that other 5% is? Can you guess what that other 5% is? 4% of that is going to be the business owners, right? The person that's sitting back and making millions of dollars for the company that you work for, right? Because they had an idea, right? They're not better than you. They're not smarter than you. You know what? The only difference between them and you is that they had an idea and they put the work in to make that idea come to fruition, right? To make that vision a reality, right? That's all that they did. Literally, that's it. So now they're able to sit back and benefit off of your hard work, right? Think about this. There's only so many hours in a day, right? You only have so many hours that your job is open, right? There's only so much work that you could actually put in when you go to work. And no matter how hard you work, you're capped. You can only make X amount of dollars, right? While the harder that you work, this person is sitting back and making millions because of that great idea that he had, right? So it's just thinking, it was all a shift in his mindset. Like, you know what? This could really work. Let me go ahead and try and put the work in and make this work. And he did. And he was able to be successful through that, right? So the other 1% of that cash flow quadrant is going to be our investors. And investors have figured out how to stop trading their time for money and start trading their money for money, right? Because ultimately, that's what this is all about. If anybody that wants to be truly rich or truly successful, you need to figure out how to make money in your sleep, right? Warren Buffett said that. If you do not figure out how to make money in your sleep, you will work until you die. Don't let that go over your head, right? You will work until you die. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm not trying to work until I die, right? I'm trying to live. I need to live, right? I cannot afford to work until I die. I got kids to take care of that I need to show that there's more to life. There's more that you can do, right? But it all starts with you. And if it's something that you really want, and if it's something that you really don't want, it's never going to happen until you realize what it is that you want, right? And you get real clear about what it is that you want, right? So like, This opportunity right here, this opportunity is big, right? This opportunity right here, this opportunity is huge. This opportunity can change your life if you let it, right? And it all starts with you. It's all up to you. So this opportunity is something that was presented to me now a year and a half ago, right? And when I first heard about this opportunity, I'm like, I wasn't too sure about it. I'm like, I was a little skittish. I was working at Spectrum. I don't know if you guys know what Spectrum is. It's a cable and internet company. I was working there for 6 years, right? For 6 years, I was working at Spectrum, making $60,000, $70,000 a year. I'm thinking that I made it, right? I'm thinking I got a good job. I'm doing things that my parents weren't able to do, right? I'm being able to go ahead and buy a new car. My parents wasn't able to do that. I'm able to rent out a house. My parents wasn't able to do that. I'm doing things that they weren't able to do, and I thought I got comfortable in that place and thinking that this was the most that I was worth, right? That $60,000, $70,000 a year is all that I'm worth, that I can go ahead and I can make that for the next 40 years, or I could go ahead and I can put the work in, right, for the next 2 to 5 years and make $60,000, $70,000 a week, right? So it's just like, you got to really sit back and ask yourself, like, would I rather be average and keep living an average life and in mediocrity, right? And keep saying that I want to go to work for 9 to 5 for 40 hours a day for the next 40 years of my life to retire and get 40% of our income? Like, that plane is broken. This is not the 90s or the early 2000s anymore, right? This isn't the era that your parents grew up in. That's not going to work anymore. That's not going to cut it. So it's about, we're in a technological era. If you don't take advantage of the technology that is around you, you will get left behind. And I guarantee you that, right? Not figuring out how to make money from anywhere that you are, that supplementable income, is something that can really, really change your life, right? So do you think that your parents didn't teach you about these financial literacy, your credit, things like that? You think they didn't teach you because they didn't want to? No, they didn't teach you because they didn't know themselves, right? They didn't teach you because they didn't have access to this information, right? They didn't teach you because all their parents taught them was that same system, that 40-40-40 plan that's broken, that's no longer working, right? So we got to think. We really got to sit back and think, like, what is it that we want in life? Because when we were kids, right, we felt like we could really do anything, right? I guarantee you that there's somebody watching this video that when you were a kid, you wanted to be a doctor, you wanted to be an athlete, you wanted to be an actor, a cartoonist, whatever the case may be. You wanted to be something, right? And now sit back and ask yourself, as an adult, why are you not what you said that you were going to be, right? Because life happened. Things knocked you down, which forced you to lower your standard and lower your bar, right? And now you subconsciously set these expectations for yourself, and you feel like there's things that you can't do, right? You put these limitations on yourself. You wholeheartedly believe that there's things that you can't do, right? And your beliefs are everything. Your beliefs are what control everything, right? So you subconsciously train yourself to believe you're no better than that. That you could never be that doctor. You could never be that athlete. You can never do the things that you wanted to do. And your bar is set down here, right? And we really need to retrain our brains and get our bar set back up here, because anything is possible if you really want it, right? Anything is possible if you really want it. So that's the question that I have to ask for you guys, right? Is this something that you guys really want? Do you guys want a better life? Do we want to be better in life? Seriously. So if you can ask yourself, you can sit there and you can say that, yes, I do want to be better in life. Yes, that's something that I'm trying to achieve. I definitely want you to stay tuned for this next part of the video and give you this opportunity. Like I said, and don't let this opportunity pass you by, because I guarantee you, you're going to be a year from now, 2 years from now, you're going to start hearing about this, and you're going to be like, damn, like seeing all your friends making money, you're like, damn, if only I would have got started when I first heard about this opportunity, right? Where would I be? Right? So I'm one of those persons that always say, like, I'd rather take the risk now and worry about the consequences later, right? I'd rather take the risk now and worry about the consequences later, right? Because that's what's most important. The worst thing that could happen that you say is, okay, this isn't for me. Okay, no problem. That's no issue at all. This isn't for you. But the best thing that can happen for you is that your life can be changed, but only if you let it. And like I said, it all starts with you. So if you're ready for this life-changing opportunity, stay tuned, and we're about to get right to it. Just wanted to thank you guys again for donating your most valuable currency, which is your time here to me. So if you guys are still watching this video, you're still listening, that lets me know that you guys are the real deal, right? That you guys are ready to make that change, that you guys are interested in the opportunity and to at least hear out and see if it's something that you would be into or something that works for you, right? So I know your guys' biggest question that we are asking right now is, what is forex, right? Like, what is the foreign exchange market, right? So forex is basically the exchange of foreign and domestic currency, right? So being able to go ahead, like the valuation of any currency changes every second, every minute, every hour of every single day, right? So just being able to go ahead and learn the skill set to be able to read these markets and learn how you're able to go ahead and make money off of that exchange rate, right? In this market, every single day, there's $5.3 trillion that's being traded, right? Like, I didn't say that incorrect. $5.3 trillion is being traded in this market daily, right? Daily, that this $5.3 trillion is being traded, right? So it's like, how many zeros is that, right? Have you ever seen $5.3 trillion? That's 12 zeros, right? So if you can figure out how you can get just the crumbs of that, I mean, you could figure out how you could really change your life and really make some moves happen, right? This market is open 24 hours a day, 5 days a week, right? So Sunday through Friday, Sunday at 5 p.m. it opens, Friday at 5 p.m. is when these markets close, right? So create it for the busy person, right? The person who says that they don't have the time, because that's always the biggest thing we tell ourselves when we don't do anything, is because we don't have the time to do it. When we really do have the time, it's just we don't want to do it, right? So again, this is created for the busy person, for anybody's lifestyle, just being able to learn on your time, trade on your time, and around a schedule that works for you, that's convenient for you. Because again, this is something that is done all over the world globally. So everyone around the world that's trading, they trade at all different times. Those time zones are all different, right? So just again, figuring out what works out best for you, right? So the market that you can exchange in without owning any physical money at all, right? Having zero foreign dollars, having 0 euros, Great British pound, whatever it is that you're trading, the Japanese yen, without owning any physical cash at all, you are able to trade in these markets, right? That's the foreign exchange market here. And then another market that we have that is growing towards $1 trillion here, right? So being $1 trillion that's traded daily, which this is the biggest thing that's blown up. I know a lot of people probably heard of this, which is the crypto market, or our digital currencies, right? So like things like Bitcoin, which is the most popular one. Bitcoin to the moon, by the way, shout out to Bitcoin. But just being able to learn how you're able to trade these digital currencies as well. Because ultimately, these digital currencies are going to be what runs the world, right? There's already parts of the world that only trade with digital currencies. They only exchange digital currencies. There's no physical paper money anymore. It's strictly everything is digital, right? So that's going to be the way of the future soon, right? And why would you want to be left behind in something when you can get ahead of the curve? This is something that it's a global form of payment. You can go anywhere and use Bitcoin right now. It's the same exact thing. It's just every day getting more popular and more popular, and more people are finding out about it. Also something that you can trade without physically owning any money. Everything is all directly through your phone, right? Being able to make money right on your phone, right? Because ultimately that's the goal that we want, is we want to be able to make money directly from our phones, right? Being able to turn your smartphone into an ATM is ultimately the case, right? Because if you got a smartphone and you're not making money from it, I hate to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, but that's a dumb phone. How do you learn, right? How are you able to figure out how you're going to master these charts or master these markets, right? So we've created an IM Mastery Academy with 4 different courses, 4 different mastery courses, which are going to teach you A to Z, teaching you the lingo on exactly what you're getting ready to learn and what you're going to experience in these markets, right? Getting you prepared to go ahead and take that next step on becoming a successful independent trader, right? Because this is definitely going to be a whole new language that you're learning, and this is going to give you those steps that you need, give you the tools, and then also giving you the testing afterwards, so that way that you're able to actually make sure you're retaining the information that you're actually learning, right? Because that's what's most important. That's what's key, is making sure we're retaining this information. So the first academy that we have is the the Foreign Exchange Master Academy, right? So this Master Academy right here is for your regular currencies, like your US dollar, your Japanese yen, Canadian dollar, your euro, all of those kind of things. These are the things that you learn about going through the foreign exchange market, right? And then the second academy that we have is that High Frequency Mastery Academy for those people that don't have a lot of time. You want to get in and out of the markets, teaching you the best and fastest ways on how to be able to do that. And then thirdly, that digital currency mastery academy I was telling you about, like I said, making sure you guys are staying ahead of the curve, because I guarantee crypto is taking over the world. I guarantee you over the next couple of years, you're going to hear a lot about Bitcoin, about Litecoin, about Facebook Libra. Like, they're coming up with their own digital currency. Like, the world is going to adapt a digital currency. Like, paper money is becoming obsolete. It will be obsolete. It will no longer exist anymore. Like I said, we're in 2020. Do not get left behind in the past. And then the last but not least is our IBO, or Independent Business Owner Mastery Academy, teaching you how you're able to take this to a business if that's something that you want to do, and how you can master it, and learning from 6- and 7-figure income earners who are actually in this business, actually making those type of monies by turning this into a business, right? So my favorite part, and everything that these academies get you ready for, right, is for our Go Live, where we have access to over 100+ educators full-time, every language that you can possibly think of, every single hour of the day, right? Because like I said, this is made for anyone's schedule. We want to make sure that you are able to have access to this when it's convenient for you, right? That's what's most important, making sure that you have access to it when you have time to actually do it. So going ahead and being able to catch these educators live, and I know I'm more of a hands-on person, so being able to learn these skills directly from them live and on their time, right? And just getting that hands-on mentorship that, again, is designed around your life, around your busy schedule, right? And then the best part about it is, say you find an educator that you like and you happen to miss their session that day, or you can't go ahead and watch them at that point in time, you're able to go back and watch the recording. All of these things are recorded. All of these videos are recorded, right? So you're able to go back months and watch these sessions and over and over and over, consistently getting the examples of these strategies and how you can become a successful independent trader, because that's ultimately what it is. We want that financial freedom. We want to be successful. We want that independence, right? So this is what's allowing you to get that. This is what allows you to take you to that next level. And then just about choosing your weapons. What strategies do you like? Being able to choose a weapon that will allow you to do my favorite part of this business, especially from when I first started, was being able to learn while you earn, right? Being able to earn while you learn, making money while you're learning how to trade in these markets. And that's what these products are doing. Gold Cup is 18-1 right now, as far as 18 wins and 1 loss so far. You feel me? Like, so just think about that. Being able to take trades that 6- and 7-figure traders are actually taking. Those alerts being sent, again, like I said, directly to your phone, turning your phone into an ATM, allowing you to be able to make money from anywhere that you have an internet connection. Because again, we are in 2020. We are not in the 1990s or 2000s anymore. This is a technological era. And if you don't figure out how to take advantage of this technology, you are going to get left behind. And I promise you that you are going to be left behind. And then we do have, again, your center, which is going to host everything there for you. Being able to have access to everything all on one hub, all from one place, but a simple login right from your computer, smartphone, tablet, whatever device you got, you're going to have access to this, to all of these products, all of your training, right? So there's been a lot of people that have came with and gotten a lot of success through this business, but it was just about, how bad did they want it? And they wanted to make that change in their life. And that's the question I got to ask you, like, how bad do you guys want it, right? Are you guys ready to make that change, right? Are you guys tired of living check to check? Are you guys tired of the same cycle, the same thing, Monday through Friday, the same thing, right? We want to make a change. We want better in life, right? So I know the biggest question that we get here is, how do we get started, right? How do we get started being able to take advantage of this opportunity, right? So the way that you're going to go ahead and get started, you would go ahead and it does end up being $235 there to your initial sign up and going ahead and getting started with you. And then it's $175 a month thereafter that, right? I'll say that again. It's $235 to get started and then $175 a month thereafter that, right? So the biggest excuse for most people saying, oh, damn it, $235, like, that's too much. I can't afford $235 right now. Like, we all, again, that's another excuse, but I guarantee you on Saturday when the new Jordans come out, you're going to get that $235 up. I guarantee you when the new 2K come out, you're going to get 2K and all your VC, right? You're going to make sure that you have that, right? It's something that you want. It's like, we gotta realize that if we want to make a change in our life, we're comfortable investing in material things, but we're not comfortable in investing in ourselves. And until you're comfortable in investing in yourself, you're going to stay in that same place. And the investment that you're making right here will change your life. I promise you that, right? I promise you that. And then again, that $175 a month, we all understand nobody likes a bill, even though the products you're gonna make that $175 back with no problem. But we also have a scholarship program, right? Our 2 and free program, which if you refer this to 2 people that you like, trust, love, and respect, right? you will get your education for free every single month. It's as simple as that. A scholarship program. It's just like if your phone company, AT&T, Sprint, Verizon, if they told you if you refer us to 2 of your friends or family members, we'll go ahead and we'll give you your service for free every month. I guarantee you guys are going to be out there pushing that phone bill, right? I guarantee you're going to be like, yeah, I need to get my phone bill free for the month, right? You're going to push that. This is going to allow you to get that education for free and allow you to be able to capitalize and maximize on your opportunity, right? So this next part is completely optional, and this part is definitely not for everybody, but this is definitely for those people who are hungry, who are eager, who want more, who don't want to leave any dollar on the table, right? So like you have two ways of making money in this opportunity, right? Besides just learning how to trade and being able to become a sufficient trader and making money on these charts, right? You also have the option of being an independent business, residual income directly from your home, right? So being an independent business owner within this company, if you got your scholarship, you got your 2 and free to become an independent business owner, it's as simple as getting one more person, right? So getting one more person makes you an independent business owner, and now you are starting to accumulate people under your organization, right? That 3 people that you have under your organization is going to get you an extra $150 a month, right? $37.50 every single Friday that you're going to be getting, right? I know $150 don't sound like a lot, but it's $150 more than what you had, right? And it's a start, right? As soon as you accumulate 12 people into your business, you end up getting $600 a month, $150 every single Friday. Like, who could not use an extra $600 every single week, every single month, right? Like, I don't know about y'all, but that's my car payment. That's my insurance taken care of right there, right? Our ultimate goal is to eliminate the bills that we have, our biggest bills, right? This is something that is going to help you, another source of income. Accumulate 30 people into your organization, and that's an extra $1,000 a month, $250 a week, right? But it only gets better from there, right? The more that you want this, the more people that you share this with, that you like, love, and respect. Because again, those are the only people I'm going to share this with. I don't want to share this with people not like-minded people who are going to be detrimental to my energy, to my business. Like, I need to attract like-minded people into my business, right? Those are the people who are going to stay. Those are the people who are going to benefit the most from this opportunity, right? So the ranks only go up from there. After you hit that P1000, P2000 is next. That's $500 every single week, right? Platinum, $5,000 after that. $1,250 every single week, right? And then we start to get to the big boy bucks, right? When we hit Chairman 10, like Chairman 10, that's $10,000 a month. That's hitting a 6-figure residual income every year directly from your phone, from your internet, from wherever, right? That's $2,500 every single Friday. Whether you like it or not, that's what you're gonna get, right? Like, and the ranks only go up from here. Like, we have people that are in this business that are Chairman 500s, making $500,000 a month. Do you guys not understand the impact that has? $500,000 a month? Could you imagine making $1 million every 2 months? Every 2 months, you're making $1 million? Like, these are opportunities and things that we just let pass us by, right? These are things that we're consistently just letting go right over our head because we feel like we're not capable of accomplishing these things. We feel like this is something that we can't do. Like, we're not smart enough to do that. We're not good enough to do that. And that's not the case. You are the only thing that's holding you back, right? You are the only thing that's stopping you. So I'm going to let you guys know this, right? Like, there's always going to be a seat for the table here for you to pull up a chair and eat with us. But the question is, are you hungry enough to pull up that chair and eat with us, right? How bad do you want this to pull up that chair and eat with us, right? And that's the goal. We want everybody eating, because here everybody eats. That's the ultimate goal. Everybody eats. Remember that, guys. Again, thank you for donating your time to me today. And if this is something that you guys are interested in, go ahead, get back to me. DM me, however you got this video, go ahead, reach back into my inbox, like, yo, how do I get started? DM me a money bag. Just let me know, because that's the biggest thing, is like, are you ready to get started?